The lion is wired differently. The lion is wired differently. All right, E.T., what do you mean the lion is wired differently? So somebody said to me, he didn't know any better. We were at the table, and one of my staff members, they got an espresso. And the guy was looking at me like, do you want an espresso? They were like, oh, no, don't do that, don't do that, don't do that. He's like, what's wrong? It's like, E.T. has never had espresso. E.T. has never had coffee. Why? They said, do you know what it would be like if you gave E.T. some coffee? like, just imagine, E.T. right here. I'm 43. I've never had coffee a day in my life. I've never had an espresso. I've never had like an energy drink or Red Bull or the 5-hour whatever. E.T., what do you mean you never had coffee and you're that hype? How is it possible? I'm wired differently. I don't need coffee. I look at my wife every single day and I said, I got to grind. I got to grind for my wife. And guess what happened? Most of you know the story. My wife was diagnosed last year. They found 7 lesions on her brain. She can't work anymore. I'm so grateful. My wife will tell you she can't work anymore. Only 12 hours a week. She can't work. She doesn't have the energy. She says, I'm so grateful. My girlfriend has the same disease and she has to work 40 hours. Why? Because her husband ain't beast mode. I'm beast mode, sweetheart. You don't have to work. As a matter of fact, come work for me, and I'll pay you more than you were making at your job. Beast mode. What happens? What happens? Oh, I wake up every day. You say, what do you mean, E.T.? Before my wife got sick, I said to myself, what if my wife gets sick? Beast mode. I'm wired differently. Some of you wait for a tragedy to happen. You don't think about it. You don't forecast. Listen to me very closely. You got to understand something. We don't need an electric toothbrush. Somebody forecast it. We don't need a razor like this for African-American men. Somebody forecast it. And the difference between beast and average people is that average people live from check to check. Average people don't think about their future. They're consumed with the present. Average people don't think about leaving Detroit, Michigan, and speaking in Australia and England and South America. Average people think about speaking in their local neighborhoods. Beast mode. Beast mode. My son was born. I was like, he's going to go to college. And when he goes to college, guess what? I don't want him to have to take out a loan. So my son went through his first year this year. Call it freshman year. I paid for it in cash. And there was 2 classes he had to take over because he didn't score high enough. I said, don't let it happen again, but I paid for it in cash. Beast mode. I gave my son an opportunity that most kids where I come from, they never get to go to college, not because they're smart enough, their parents don't have the money. My son made an error, and I was able to pay for the error, pretend like it didn't happen, take the class one more time. This time you better do better. Beast mode.